Yeah, Candace, he knows firsthand the difference that these volunteers have and is hoping that more people will sign up and try to make a difference.
For Stephen Perry, life as a 14-year-old was one he says was without guidance.
I was selling drugs. I was in the streets acting in ways I shouldn't be.
And it was a path that landed him in foster care, group homes, and juvenile detention. But it's also what ended up connecting him with volunteers in Virginia's CASA program as they guided him through the foster system and beyond, and he says saved his life.
Without my CASA mentor and volunteer, I don't know if I'd be here.
CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates, and there are 27 volunteer programs in the Commonwealth, with the largest in Henrico. Lee Lyons has volunteered with them for the past decade and says when cases of child abuse or neglect end up in the court system, they're the ones appointed to work on the children's behalf.
I'm actually giving that child a voice that would not be heard if I was not on the case and I was not communicating for them.
That work entails getting to know the children, those in their life, what's happening to them, and recommending to the judge what's best for them. In the past fiscal year in the county, they've closed 155 cases and served 286 children with the help of more than 100 volunteers. But they're always looking for more, like Stuart Inke, who's in his first year and still working his first case.
Some of the situations you run into can be really hard, but at the end of the day, if you're helping a kid, it makes it worth it.
Usually after each case ends, the volunteer and children stop communication. But in Perry's case, he says when he turned 18, he chose to stay in touch. Now, with their continued help, he advocates for kids in the programs he was in and says to anyone thinking about becoming a volunteer,
If you do it the right way and show this kid the support that they need, you are saving a life.
Now, Henrico CASA says they're hoping for 20 people to sign up for their training sessions in the spring and fall. But if you can't volunteer, you can donate. Their second annual Home for Good fundraiser starts next week, where you can donate to a chance to win a custom-built playhouse, and they'll be on display at the Short Pump Town Center.